I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Investigators say it may have started on the kitchen stove. The fire that left two families homeless Sunday morning in Plattekill. The three-alarm blaze brought more than 50 firefighters from 7 area companies to the two-family apartment building at 254 Quaker Street. Firemen arrived to find heavy fire in the first and second floors of the building, according to Plattekill Fire Chief Chris Mancuso. Family members and their pets got out okay, but the fire ripped through one of the apartments and the fire damage resulted in the second apartment collapsing in on itself. The Red Cross was on the scene to help the displaced families. This is a black-necked spitting cobra, a venomous snake native to Africa. Town of Newburgh police officers found it in a glass tank in the Timber Ridge Road home where they had responded to a domestic dispute Sunday. 22-year-old snake owner Gregory Rodriguez was arrested for misdemeanor assault and unlawfully possessing and handling a venomous snake. The snake was later turned over to a specially trained handler. Town of Newburgh police say he was at the right place at the right time. The U.S. Marine who spotted a robber trying to make his escape along Route 17K in the town of Newburgh. Police say 27-year-old John Naggs of Cornwall had run off after stealing a pair of money bags containing an undisclosed amount of cash from the Neptune Diner Sunday. The owner and a customer gave chase, but they got some unexpected help from Marine Staff Sergeant Michael Forrest, who was driving down Route 17K and saw what was happening. Forrest, who was in uniform, jumped out of his car, ran after Naggs, and held him until police arrived. Naggs was awaiting arraignment on a grand larceny charge. Meantime, Newburgh Town Police got more help from the public with an unrelated arrest Sunday. It began when a man stole a purse from a shopping cart inside the Stop and Shop on Route 300. The owner chased him into the parking lot, where he dropped the purse when another woman tried to keep him from driving off. He stole her purse, dragged her a short distance before speeding off. The car, which had been reported stolen, was later spotted at the Newburgh Mall. That's where officers confronted Benjamin Prota at gunpoint. The 31-year-old Walden man then struck Sergeant William Ransom with his vehicle, but was later apprehended after a car chase. Prota faces an assortment of charges, including the felonies of robbery, assault, grand larceny, and criminal possession of stolen property. It's good news and bad news for Governor Andrew Cuomo. According to a Siena College poll out today, the governor's approval rating remains at better than 2-to-1, with 64% of those polled giving him a favorable rating, 30% unfavorable. But this is the third month in a row his rating has declined from a high water mark of 72% back in December. The gun law and how it was passed is being looked at as one of the factors in the approval decline among voters upstate. Meantime, the Siena poll found that 77% of the state's residents favor the proposal to raise the state's minimum wage. Sunday's mild weather made it a good day to be green in Goshen and in Kingston, where thousands turned out to catch the spirit of St. Patrick's Day. In Goshen, the 37th annual Mid-Hudson St. Patrick's Parade attracted an estimated 30,000 plus, according to village police estimates. And it was a bigger event this time around, with 30 additional parade units in Goshen this year. Activities in Kingston included the 25th annual Shamrock Run, with close to 4,800 runners taking part. A total of 51 teams competed in Saturday's State Science Olympiad finals, hosted by Monroe Woodbury High School. Teams of students put their science skills to the test in a series of competitions that included constructing boomer structures to test how much weight they could hold. And teams put together elastic launch gliders and were then judged on how long they could keep a paper airplane afloat. The highest ranking area team came from the Mount Academy in Esopus. They finished in 6th place. The two top finishing teams from Suffolk County and the Syracuse area will compete in the National Science Olympiad. That's coming up in May in Dayton, Ohio. He began learning his trade at the ripe old age of 12. And now, at the age of 102, Anthony Mancinelli still going strong. Retirement, you see, is not a word in Mancinelli's vocabulary. These days, the Newburgh native has been doing his cutting in Magnano's barber shop at Big V Plaza in Val's Gate, where Mancinelli works on Saturdays and does some fill-in work when needed during the week. Back in 2007, he received a certificate from the Guinness Book of World Records. He's now cut hair for almost 90 years, and there is no end in sight. And there's heartbreak in Kingston today, a day after the Kingston Tigers came up just short in the state Class AA quarterfinal game against New Rochelle at West Point's Crystal Arena. New Rochelle scoring the last 5 points of the game to escape with a 63-60 win, ending Kingston's quest for a state title. Possible tying a three-point shot by the Tigers. Micah Riddick went off the rim at the buzzer. Kingston had won 14 straight up until then, and they finished with a record of 18-3. We'll be dealing with wet weather over the next couple of days. Rain moves in on Tuesday. Could be heavy at times. Temperatures, though, should reach the mid-50s. More rain's expected on Wednesday, but it'll be cooler with the highs only in the middle 40s. Get caught up on all the day's developments by reading tomorrow's Times Herald Record. And anytime and anywhere news breaks, you will find it right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.